On a cold December evening at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, a biting wind swept across the tarmac, making the glow of the terminal lights seem even more inviting. The air was thick with anticipation as travelers hurried through the doors, bundled in coats and scarves, eager to reach their destinations or reunite with loved ones. The holiday rush was in full swing. Families clustered together, children clutched stuffed animals, and the sound of rolling suitcases echoed through the bustling terminal. Every gate was alive with chatter and the energy of people on the move. Alaska Airlines Flight 323, just in from Milwaukee, was taxiing to Gate N9. The plane's windows glowed softly in the night, promising warmth and safety after a long journey through the winter sky. Passengers were preparing to disembark, eager to end their journey. Some stretched their legs, others reached for their phones, ready to send messages announcing their arrival. Suddenly, a figure appeared on the wing of the Boeing 737-900. At first, it was just a shadow against the floodlights, but it quickly became clear that something was terribly out of place. At first, it was surreal. Was it a worker? Maybe someone inspecting the aircraft? But the figure's movements were hesitant, uncertain, and not at all like the confident stride of airport staff. No, it was a passenger, standing precariously above the tarmac. The realization sent a chill through those who saw it. A person, out of place and in grave danger, balanced on the cold metal wing. Alarm spread quickly among airport staff and those who glimpsed the scene from the terminal. Gasps and shouts rippled through the crowd as people pressed against the glass, trying to make sense of the unfolding emergency. The pilots, busy with post-landing checks, were likely unaware of the unfolding drama just outside their windows, focused on their routine tasks after a safe landing. Inside, passengers were gathering their belongings, oblivious to the emergency outside. For them, it was just another arrival, another step closer to home, unaware of the chaos erupting just feet away. The sight was jarring. A person on the wing, a scene straight out of a movie. It was the kind of moment that made time seem to stand still, as everyone tried to process what they were witnessing. Emergency protocols snapped into action, disrupting the airport's usual rhythm. Sirens wailed, lights flashed, and vehicles sped across the tarmac, converging on the aircraft in a coordinated response. This bizarre event would soon become a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of air travel. A night when the ordinary turned extraordinary, and a routine arrival became a story no one would soon forget. Alaska Airlines Flight 323's journey had been routine, until its final moments. As the plane parked at Gate N9, a female passenger made a shocking decision. Ignoring instructions, she opened an overwing emergency exit, triggering alarm throughout the cabin. Cold air rushed in as she climbed out onto the wing, several feet above the ground. The cabin crew, trained for emergencies, acted fast to keep passengers calm and away from the open exit. The routine process of deplaning was instantly halted. The woman's actions transformed a normal arrival into a full-blown emergency. Airport authorities were now faced with a dangerous and delicate situation. The woman's actions were later attributed to severe anxiety and overwhelming distress, a state that can be invisible to those around us, but all-consuming for the person experiencing it. For her, the confines of the airplane became unbearable, and panic took over. In a moment of desperation, she reached for the emergency exit. Her decision wasn't driven by malice or intent to harm, but by a powerful urge to escape what felt like an inescapable situation. The act was a plea for relief, not a calculated risk. Standing on the wing, she was suddenly exposed to a world of danger. Slippery metal beneath her feet, a dizzying drop to the tarmac below, and the confusion of an active airport all around. The reality of her situation was stark and perilous. Inside the cabin, passengers and crew were left in shock. The routine of air travel was shattered in an instant, replaced by fear and uncertainty as they tried to process what had just happened. The cabin crew's immediate priority was clear: keep everyone safe, maintain calm, and communicate the unfolding emergency to the flight deck. Their training kicked in as they worked to prevent panic and ensure no one else was at risk. In the cockpit, the pilots quickly relayed the crisis to air traffic control, setting the official emergency response in motion. Every second counted as they coordinated with ground teams to secure the aircraft and protect everyone on board. The airport gate was immediately declared a security incident. Boarding and deplaning were suspended, and the area was cordoned off as authorities responded to the unfolding situation. The woman was not simply a rule breaker, she was a person in crisis, overwhelmed and in need of urgent help. Compassionate airline staff and medical teams rushed to her side, recognizing the depth of her distress. Her actions, though alarming, highlighted the critical importance of empathy and understanding in emergency response. In moments like these, human compassion can make all the difference. The situation demanded a careful, professional approach from everyone involved, ensuring safety while treating the woman with dignity and care. It was a reminder that behind every emergency is a human story, deserving of both caution and compassion. Airport authorities responded immediately, activating emergency protocols. Police and fire teams formed a perimeter around the aircraft, keeping the area secure. Crisis negotiators trained in de-escalation approached the woman calmly. Their goal? Build trust and persuade her to come down safely. Meanwhile, air traffic and ground operations ensured other flights steered clear. The Alaska Airlines crew kept passengers calm and informed, preventing panic. Teamwork between airline staff and emergency responders was crucial in containing the crisis. In the aftermath of the incident, a chorus of voices emerged from the airport. Officials, staff, and passengers all eager to share their experiences and insights. Their accounts painted a vivid picture of confusion, urgency, and ultimately, resilience. Perry Cooper, spokesperson for the Port of Seattle, addressed the media, confirming the rapid and well-coordinated response. He emphasized how the airport's crisis teams acted swiftly, following established protocols and working seamlessly together under pressure. Alaska Airlines also released a statement, commending their staff and first responders for their professionalism and calm demeanor. They highlighted the importance of ongoing training and teamwork in handling unexpected situations. Passengers described a mix of confusion and shock as the situation unfolded. Many recalled the initial uncertainty, but also noted the calm, decisive actions of the crew, which helped to reassure those on board. "It was just so strange," one passenger recalled. "People started pointing and shouting, then we saw someone on the wing. It didn't feel real at first, like something out of a movie." Online, aviation professionals and enthusiasts quickly weighed in. Many praised the coordinated response, while others expressed empathy for the woman's distress, highlighting the human side of such emergencies. "This is the kind of scenario you train for, but hope you never see," one air traffic controller commented, reflecting on the intense training and vigilance required in their roles. The incident also sparked broader conversations about mental health and the unique pressures of air travel. Experts and advocates called for increased awareness and support for both passengers and crew. The collective response highlighted the complexity of such emergencies, part security breach, part human crisis. It underscored the need for both robust security measures and compassionate intervention. In the end, the focus remained on safety, compassion, and learning from the event. The hope is that every challenge faced leads to better preparedness and a deeper understanding of the people at the heart of aviation. The crisis ended not with force, but with patience and care. Crisis negotiators established a calm dialogue with the woman, assuring her she was safe. After careful negotiation, she agreed to move to a spot where responders could help her down. Firefighters used a mobile stairway or ladder to assist her safely to the ground. Medical personnel immediately assessed her and transported her to a hospital for evaluation. No charges were filed. The priority was her well-being. Airport operations resumed quickly once the scene was cleared. Passengers eventually deplaned, and Alaska Airlines staff provided support for those affected. The aircraft was inspected before returning to service, ensuring safety for future flights. Every aviation incident is a chance to learn and improve. Alaska Airlines and the Port of Seattle reviewed their procedures, focusing on crew training and emergency response. The peaceful resolution highlighted the value of crisis negotiation and compassionate intervention. The event also brought attention to passenger anxiety and mental health in air travel. Airlines and airports may consider new ways to support anxious flyers, making journeys safer both physically and emotionally. The teamwork between crew, airport staff, and emergency responders was exemplary. Even in the most unexpected situations, safety and humanity prevailed. This incident stands as a hopeful example of how the industry can adapt and protect every traveler.